The geographic physical system of the Amalfi Coast is characterized by the presence of extremely strong morphological elements that unequivocally mark its structure. One of these is the accentuated slope of the rocky ridge that overhangs the sea. Other elements are the valleys, deep cracks that cross the coast penetrating inside. The valleys that line the Amalfi Coast are numerous and, together with the steeply sloping area, they create a complex geomorphological system which unequivocally marks the overall shape of the territory and the type of human settlements that have developed over time. In the hinterland, immediately behind the coast, there are more regular areas, parts with a hilly slope and a more or less flat plateau. The Furore Valley, or Fiordo, can certainly be considered one of the predominant elements that mark the structure of the coastal landscape. The fjord is a deep crack in the rock, originally formed by an almost always dry torrent, the Sciato, which drops steeply from the edge of the Agerola Plateau. The overhanging rocks, the vegetation that clings to the crevices of the walls, the groups of houses carved out with tenacity in the soil, the sound of the waves crashing against the ravines of the coast, the deep color of the sea have made the fjord an episode natural and anthropic unique of great suggestion. Entering along the valley one encounters evocative scenes in which the nature and the works of men are integrated into particular balances. A fjord located in the middle of the Amalfi Coast is already a vertigo in itself, capable of making you burst into the absorbed wonder of being, so dear to Alfonso Gatto. A persuasive fairy tale, to be experienced at least once in a lifetime, offered to each minimally attentive visitor. The seaside village, the old paper mill, the church in the rock, the elusive stairways, the lost path in the woods, the Nanarella Monazzano are only tenuous traces to embark on your journey in this enchanted world, borrowed from a fairy tale. A fairy tale that prevents you from waiting for any story, because it offers you the most beautiful story you can imagine. Among the steps of the village in 1948 Roberto Rossellini filmed with Anna Magnani, the central episode of the film Love, the story of a shepherdess who, after becoming pregnant, is convinced of giving birth to a divine being. Furore, for its marked formal and environmental characteristics, was well suited to frame the fairy tale created by Fellini. At that time the relationship between Anna and Roberto was good but stormy, like their characters that clashed often. Each area of the Amalfi Coast boasts its own typical dish, its own way of combining flavors, a culinary and gastronomic variety that characterize it. The first dishes based on seafood embellish a picture where the sea is not only the background to an idyllic landscape, but represents the fulcrum of a way of living and conceiving life itself. In Amalfi there are the famous sciolatielli, typical handmade pasta accompanied by a delicious sauce made with fresh clams. In the restaurants of Furore, totani e patate will delight the palate of even the most refined. At the height of the bridge over the fjord, at kilometer 23 of the Amalfi Highway, the stairs lead to the beach. By car, it is not possible to reach the fjord by car since there is no parking lot to park the nearby car. It is tolerated to park scooters along the highway. By public transport, see the bus, Positano-Amalfi line. By boat, it is not possible to reach Fiorda by boat, but starting from Praia Beach, trips along the beach are possible.